Question 3. What did you learn from audience feedback? Before planning the teaser trailer, we asked a range of audiences about what essential elements from their experience do they expect to see in a thriller trailer, as well as showing them regular amendments I made to my ancillary products and asking them what features they like and don't like and why. In general, the feedback we received from our audience was very educational and added a boost to the outcome of our final product and ancillary text. Having a range of opinions and input by the audience has helped us to create a piece which is a success. Audience feedback has also helped us to develop our final product by adding in a few finishing touches and effects. What I used social media such as SurveyMonkey, WhatsApp and Snapchat, which I thought would be the best idea to grab the attention of a wider audience because social media is widely used by everyone in today's online world. From this, I received different viewpoints and suggesting alternatives. Whilst producing my poster and my magazine, I asked the audience what factors or elements they were both lacking in terms of fitting conventions within the thriller genre. Before completing our trailer, we asked a few people feedback on what we could amend to make our ancillary products more presentable. For example, in my audience feedback task, I made a survey using SurveyMonkey to create a series of questions telling them the changes I made to my product and asking them what they like and don't like about it and what I could do to improve it. One specific example of this was when I asked my audience about what I could do in my poster to make the most of the negative space in the background, as it had just a single image of Jason Napper. Most of these respondents replied, add more images or of other important characters in the background. We thought this was the best idea for our final poster, because in the end it would give the audience more information on what the film is actually about, just by looking at all the characters in the poster through their facial expressions, their posture and layout. They will automatically know that Jason is the most dominant character in the film, that frequently appears more than anyone else because he is placed in the center of the poster and he's holding up a knife tightly. This task has proved to me that my audience do have decent knowledge of thriller films and conventions of ancillary text as well as trailers, and this is what we needed: constructive criticism in order to motivate us to improve the quality of our media product and ancillary text to the best of our ability, giving the final product the best they can be. During the production stage of our ancillary text, we had to make vital decisions which we thought would have a great impact on the outcome of the final poster and magazine. At times we found it difficult to come to a conclusion to what we should do. Therefore, we passed some of this on to the audience to decide. The comments we received first time were such as the Shutter Island article looks basic and out of touch from the magazine, and the blood effect underneath looks very tacky and not constructed effectively with the magazine. And then this just shows. It also helped me to amend and replace the original cover lines with ones that fit the style of Empire magazine that I could not have done first time without asking my audience for some feedback. The solution I received for this comment was to replace the Shutter Island article with something that looks conventional, i.e. look up more Empire magazines and look at how they've produced their cover lines. Receiving feedback from our audience not only improved our products, but it also helped us to consider further developments which would enhance my final product, making it look more interesting than others. We wanted to question our audience for a reason, because at first we didn't know which magazine, original or final draft, overdone the other, and whether or not they would combine effectively with our trailer, The Lucifer Effect. Gaining audience feedback was also important to giving us a balanced opinion and view rather than being biased by trusting our own instincts. This feedback was crucial towards our magazine because without it we wouldn't have considered without our own research. We were able to gain feedback about our preliminary tasks ancillary text in comparison with our final ancillary. We can see that from our magazine we lacked creativity, as we were just taking images from Google. As you can see here, there's an image of Shutter Island which I found off Google, the background, and the especially the attached posters that I found off the internet from Empire, and the banner as well, Mr. Brooks, Batman, and one other film that I found. Based on our feedback, we made major improvements by changing the cover lines to textual form, which we've seen appear in most Empire magazines, as you can see here as I'm highlighting. That would fit the style of Empire magazine. Before these improvements, we received feedback from our audience saying we should change the Shutter Island and improve the sticker by removing the attached posters and improving the style of the sticker. It also, because it looked beige and dull and it didn't fit with the colour schemes. In our final magazine, we changed the sticker to red over here. We changed the sticker to red by using the red paintbrush tool and the magic wand tool to paint accurately where needed. Our intention was to suit the colour scheme of red, which is the most important colour in our final magazine. We also changed the wording to View Cinema, tickets on offer, which was also suited to Empire magazines. Lastly, we changed the images in the banner over here. Sorry you can't see that because this is in the way. I'll zoom in a little bit for you. There, much better. As you can see in the banner, it shows the images we've taken to show our audience some of the scenes that will appear in our film and give them a sneak peek to our audience. Even though Empire sometimes have banners, it's usually consisting of other films, but we decided to associate it with our film because we thought it would benefit our final magazine, as it would help maximize as much promotion of the film as possible. The following images below show the original magazine, which was this draft here, the original magazine, and then the one on Photoshop right here is the final magazine, which I'm about to zoom out and show you clearly. This is the final magazine. The original magazine has lots of secondary images such as attached real Empire magazines on the sticker and basic cover lines, banner and skyline, which you can tell have not been constructed effectively. This has been inspired by some Empire magazines which don't use cover lines at all, such as the one with Superman as the main film story and the image, and this inspired us first time round because we thought it would allow the audience to mainly focus on the main image. However, after creating this cover, I noticed from my research of magazine conventions that there actually needs to be lots of cover lines, a tagline and a skyline in order to attract an audience and for them to understand the stories fully by giving them lots of information. This motivated me to improve my magazine cover by using stylish uses of the skyline, cover line, banner and the tagline in order to make it look as professional as a real Empire magazine would appear as.